Hello, this is Keith Johansson, otherwise known as Grandpot on SpyderLovers.com. I've been on Spider Lovers for a while now, and one question keeps popping up, and that's how to jack up your spider, so I made a video. So let's take a look at it. The first method of lifting is going to be with ramps, and we're going to lift just the front wheels. Now the ramps can face forward or rearward, just depends what part of the bike you're going to work on. Very important though, you need to secure the ramps to the floor so they don't slide. You're going to notice in the video that the ramp on the left front wheel slid a little bit, and that's because I forgot to secure it. So anybody can serve as an example even if it's a bad example. So take that lesson to the bank. This method of raising your spider requires some driver skill. This is not for the faint of heart because you have to stop at the top of the ramp. If you go too far, you're going to go off the end and you might get hurt or the bike might get hurt. So please be careful. Here's a view under the spider just to show you what the clearance looks like. Getting back down on the ground is really simple. This next clip will show you how to raise the spider on 3 ramps. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, this is dangerous. You have to have good driving skill levels. You have to have good ramps, and the ramps must be secured to the floor. If you notice, the rear ramp on mine slid forward a little bit. I do have them secured to the floor, but they just weren't quite tight enough. Okay, so please be careful with this. If you feel uncomfortable, don't do it. Here's a view under the spider just to show you what the clearance looks like. Getting back down on the ground is really simple. The final method I'm going to show you to raise the spider is with a motorcycle lift and jack stands. The lift must go under the frame of the spider. The rearmost lifting pad of the motorcycle lift should be under or just slightly forward of the driver's foot peg. This balance point is going to vary from spider to spider. You will have to figure this one out yourself. I can't help you there. In the demonstration I'm showing you, I'm going to be using 3 jack stands. One is going to be under the frame in the rear, and the other two are going to be at the A-frames in the front. I'm using them just to stabilize the Spyder. I'm going to leave it on the motorcycle lift. Okay, so the weight is being supported by the lift. If you need to get the lift out of there, you can lower the Spyder down onto the jack stands. I have done this. It's not a problem. It's just if you don't need to do it, don't do it. Always remember to use the lock on the motorcycle lift. Do not rely on the hydraulics to hold that bike up. Okay, be safe. Right here I'm taking the jack stands and putting them under the Spyder and lowering the lift onto them. There's another alternative. If you jack the Spyder up, you can then put the ramps under it. Okay, for those who didn't want to ride up the ramps. Okay, don't forget to put the ramps on there facing backwards so you can drive off forward. Here's a view under the Spyder just to show you what the clearance looks like. Getting back down on the ground is really simple. Well, that's all I have for you now, folks. If you like the video, that's great. If it's helpful, that's wonderful. But please be careful. This is a 1,200-pound machine. It can fall over. You can fall under it. It can fall on top of you. Just be careful.